Hi, this is a video about my dysautonomia, and I'm making it in my room next to the loud air conditioner because it's September and going to be in the 80s, and the dew point is, the air is very dry, that's what it says. Getting back to the dysautonomia, I have had symptoms since I was very young. This video is going to be in I don't know how many parts. I'm going to say that autonomic system tests were ordered in the fall of 2010 by a neurologist for my sweating through clothes, for the left side of my body getting pulled, for the bubble, which is where you can barely smell, taste, or feel. Dysautonomia is it means your autonomic nervous system is messed up, doesn't regulate. But these are my symptoms. I gave my current neurologist these symptoms. Lungs and breathing. Sometimes I get these choking spells with deep chest coughs and I taste blood. Usually, it's not if I laugh. It just happens anytime. I just start choking and coughing. And I had albuterol inhalers, 2010, 2012, 14. I was in the ER for breathing treatments a few times. It happens anytime and it goes away sometimes when I laugh. Heart panicky, exercise intolerance. Again, this is just a very quick overview of my physical, neurological symptoms. I'll get into adenomyosis more. I've made videos about that. Heart. Sometimes my heart races and it just starts beating on and off really fast with stress. And when I'm stressed, I sweat more. I get panicky, not a panic attack. I sweat more through clothes. I used to walk on the trails for a half an hour or more and I'd have to stop due to my racing heart. And I felt like I'd faint. I stopped and stood for about 5 minutes and my heart rate went down. Heat intolerance is another thing. I'll get into that later. I have had the rest for 1 to 2 days after a longer walk for 20 minutes, trying to walk further. I'll get into my foot surgery in another video. Heat exhaustion once at the park by the bay. I was dizzy, panicking, heart rate was up. If it was really hot outside, I walked around in the park in a circle, and then I had to sit on the bench, and I really felt like I was going to pass out. But with dysautonomia, if it's hot and humid, it's going to be bad. Humidity is what really gets me. Exercise intolerance, muscles feel weak after I danced for 4 minutes last week. Exercise intolerance. Yeah, doctors will tell you, lose weight, change your diet. I'm trying to follow the FODMAP closely. I'll get in the GI symptoms. Sweating. In high school in 1995 at age 14, I would put on deodorant between each class and I would have to pee between each class. It all started in freshman algebra class when I rose my hand and noticed a huge sweat stain under my right armpit on a light blue baby tee that matched my floral shorts. The shorts were magenta blue and they were really beautiful. And I was like, oh, why am I sweating through clothes? I was embarrassed. I was shocked. I went home. I changed my clothes. I also would pee before school. And sometimes during class, my right armpit sweats more than the left. I don't know if that's normal for the dys. I call it the dys. I sweat during the day without much usual stress, like exercise and have to shower and change my clothes. I shower 3 to 4 times a day and change 5 to 6 times usually. I bring underwear with me in my purse. If I go to a doctor's appointment, I bring a change of clothes. If I go grocery shopping, I sweat through clothes, just riding around in the car, sitting on the porch, and I have to shower. I sweat more when I'm stressed, like if I'm on the phone and nervous. I take a few changes of clothes with me to doctor appointments. And I'll finish this up. Hospitalized ER before age 12 for dehydration. I still go in. ER doctors have told me if you think you're dizzy, go in. I drink a lot of water. I'm supposed to drink more. Humidity is the worst. And I do sweat more. It can be the low 60s and 70s, low dew point, and I'm okay sitting on the porch. I still sweat through clothes. This is my original Bright Face doll face collection from 2004. There it is. So this is video 1 of my dysautonomia symptoms. I am going to get the tests that were ordered 15 years ago for myself and past, present, and any future generations, because it's time. It's really time. I had to taper off of pills and get surgeries, and I will get into all that later. But I will end this video with a hallelujah, and Yahweh already knows what the type of dys is. That's it. Later.